This is my little electric lawnmower. It's actually normal size, I guess, lawnmower, but it is electric. For me, it works out great because I am not a motor person and I don't know how to fix stuff like that. I don't want to have to deal with running out of gas or oil or spark plugs or anything like that that goes wrong with it. Once the battery is in, to start it, there's a diagram right here. Push the button, pull the handle, and that is as loud as it gets. I can hear the neighbor's vacuum over my lawnmower. To take the battery out, lift it up, push the button, it pops it out, throw it back on the charger, and you put away the mower. There is no maintenance on this whatsoever. I like to mow my grass up a little bit higher. I have this set on 4 out of 7 settings for height. And part of the reason is because, as you can see, with this uncut grass versus where I just cut it, I kind of let my grass grow a little bit long, and then that way when I cut it back, it's still very nice and lush. And I also found that it stays a lot greener. When I had the setting on 3, which is a little bit lower, the grass would turn brown in the summertime because there wasn't as much moisture. Now, right now it's November and we have beautiful weather, so the grass is a lot healthier, and of course it's ready to mow again. So first I just wanted to try and establish a straight line because I have a little bit of a curve here. But you may have heard the motor rev up. And what this does is it starts out kind of at a lower speed, and as it hits thicker areas of grass, where there's different types of grass or whatnot, the motor will automatically speed up so that it can push through that. You can see the grass change right around here. So there's a different kind of grass that I have growing up there. And I have a hole kind of right here in my yard I was trying to fill up, and there's other dips and valleys, but that's okay. I'll take you along so you can see how this is firsthand. as you can see, I try to keep the tires on the outside of the prior tire marks just to make sure that the blade, which is inside the housing, doesn't end up mohawking the yard. Anybody who has issues with that is probably just not understanding that the tires do not indicate where the blade is going to go. But this is a lightweight unit. I can hear myself think over it. I can play my earbuds on low to where I can mow and hear the neighbors when they walk by with their dogs or cars that may be coming. So I love this little thing. I actually ended up buying other Greenworks products, battery operated, because once you have one battery or two, I would say get at least two batteries. I have a big one and ended up with two small ones when I bought the other stuff. But that's okay, because then I was able to purchase other items without the battery and save some money. And I have plenty of battery for anything that I could possibly do. So I also have a leaf blower, a snow blower, a little snow broom type thing for the porch and the deck, just so I don't have to worry about the blades of the snow blower or trying to pick it up and do all that stuff. And then I have, for my other equipment, I have electric plug-in items, which are not Greenworks. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any gas-powered anything anymore. But you can see it does a pretty good job. I like it. I can run over the wood chips that are here by this little hill and get around the edge, everything nicely. Okay, so here's the bagger, and here's how it goes on. It's really simple. Stick it through the lawnmower, reach down, pick up this handle, hook it on the sides right there, and that's it. It's ready to go. my garage. I haven't raked them up here. There's branches and everything in here. Now obviously it's not a vacuum, but we'll take a look at what's inside the bag here. So as you can see, there are, oops, well, silly me, I left that thing in there. There you go, there's a real life thing. I had taken the bag off to mulch this, and that's probably why it's not vacuuming. So, let's try this again. As you can see, this is great mulch, and it goes on my compost pile. Or on my garden beds. Now, as you can see, these are mulched up, but they're not as small as other products make them. One reason why you really want to mulch them, and I found this out firsthand, is, of course, I had a bunch of these big, kind of heavier leaves from the tulip tree, but the maple leaves, which I have 5 trees over here in one big clump, so they just all dump everything. Well, all right there. There's the trees. So I get a lot of leaves, and what I found is that if you just put leaves on here without trying to mulch them up at all, they mat down and they compact, and then water can't get through there. So using the lawnmower, and if it has grass clippings in it too, that's great. If it has grass clippings, I usually put it in the compost pile, just because it'll compost up a little bit faster. But I have something different that I like better for the garden beds. This is just round 1 of leaf cleanup, so I will get into that at another time. Now, I'm sure everybody is wondering what the blade looks like. As you can see, it's lightweight. And I have beaten the crap out of the blades. You know, I mean, they're supposed to be bent like that, but they're not supposed to have these gouges out of the sides. And, you know, but I have ran over the sticks and the wood chips and everything else in my yard for the last year and a half. You know, when it starts to really look like it needs to, I should probably throw that in the compost too. Take that off and get it sharpened. And if they decide they can't get it sharpened, you know, worst case scenario is I undo that bolt, buy a new blade, stick it on there. But as far as maintenance goes, and one person who doesn't know how to do anything, this right here works out really well